starting to get open. I think coming into the season, that knee and had some hamstring issues that were still not 100%. Maybe he wasn't trusting it, but I think you've seen a young man who's really kind of got his feet literally back in the ground and playing confident. And that was a great catch. I mean, and a great throw right there in the back of the end zone.
Coach, you didn't have a running back over 25 yards rushing today. What do you guys need to do better to run the ball, kind of more in the conventional sense?
There's probably a million things. I need to watch film to probably give you an accurate answer.
How did Quincy respond when you took him out?
Supportive, like a bison.
How hard is it to watch Jason Shelley continuously run around when your guys are laying out, giving every effort, and he's just
We
escaping?
knew that was what was going to happen. I mean, we've watched film. It wasn't a surprise to us. He had to extend plays, and I thought our defense, we had some moments we didn't play really well, but I thought towards the end of the game we gave up. I mean, they were, 14 points below their average, almost 200 yards below their average during the course of the game. I mean, there are some positives. I mean, I think their rushing yardage might have been more at halftime than it was at the end of the game. And so, but there's a lot of things we're going to correct.
You told Logan after the game you thought Cam was probably playing the best ball he had. What's changed, or what do you think has improved from the spring to where he is now?
Well, it's experience. He's just been part of the program for now a full year. And just like a lot of that was game 17 for last year's freshmen. So now they've been here for a full year. They're starting to understand what it takes to be a Bison. It doesn't just happen overnight. It takes a couple years. And so his experience in the spring, he put all that into Quincy when Quincy was named the starter. I said it, I think in August he was playing some of his best football that he had in his career. It was just that the other gentleman and the other quarterback was playing a little bit better. But, man, it's fun to have a competitor like that. And that's what he showed today. You know, the ability to come in, he didn't flinch, and guys rallied around him.
Can you speak to this pass rush group, getting him down 5 times, a slippery quarterback? You guys lose Spencer Wagey, and still the D-line gets him down 5 times.
I think they do a great job. I think Coach Buddha and Coach Jasir do a tremendous job of putting together a rush plan every week, trying to identify weaknesses, strengths, where quarterbacks want to leave to the pocket. I guarantee I'll talk to the guys on Monday, and they'll think it should have been 7 or 8. But I like that mentality. Why not? Let's be hungry. You know, no one's ever played a perfect game, but we're sure going to try.
You got a couple guys back this week. Braden
We
was
did.
out there. Braden and Tony, I think, played as well. So what did that do for the defensive line?
Well, it just gives us more depth, of course. You know, Braden's a starter for us. Tony, I don't even know if we have A's and 1s in our defensive line. They all play the same. It's like hockey. You know, we just run lines in. And having both those guys back, we had some special team. Tyler Terhark was back. I'm trying to think. Lipke was back. Jalen Sundell was on the sideline. He was ready to go if he needed to. So we're getting there. There's a couple guys that we're still working on. Mason and our medical staff do an outstanding job. We need to continue to make sure that we're doing the right thing and limiting reps when we can and force feeding reps when we need to.
Dawson's out for the first half after the targeting calls. Is that the rule?
Guys, I don't know the rules right now, so I'm not going to talk about it.
The decision to go for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking field goals and thinking behind that.
This is NDSU. We got the Rams. We should be able to get 2 yards. We needed to challenge ourselves. I mean, for us just to kick a field goal and let ourselves off the hook like that, I told them I was going to be aggressive throughout the game. We need to have a better mentality, and we need to strain to finish more. It's hard to do that when your head coach doesn't believe in you.
Any explanation on some of those illegal formation calls throughout the game?
No. We'll have to, you know, hopefully WDAY did a good job of televising it so I can go get the TV copy.
Not only this week, but the entire season, not winning the job out of fall, but being able to come and help your team win.
Yeah, you know, when my number's been called, you know, after I didn't get the job, I just had to tell myself that my time was going to come. It could be next week, it could be down the road in 2 years, but it came today, and I felt like I was ready to go.
What made you so comfortable out there?
Me and Q and all the quarterbacks watch film every morning from 7:30 to 10 or whatever, and you know, I don't feel like a lot of schools do that. So me and Quincy are ready to go each and every game, and yep.
Any
Did you say anything to him when he came out?
You know, I just said that I loved him and I had his back, and that was about it.
Coaches give any specific instructions when they send you in, or they just say, go get them?
I was on the headset, so that's my job as a backup. I have the headset, and they give me the number, and I give it to Cole, and he signals it in. And they just told me to get hot, and I did, and then the next drive I went in.
Jasir, Coach Entz has made comments in the past about you deflecting balls instead of picking them off. You've got 3 in the last 2 weeks. Has there been a change, or is it just kind of the odds were in your favor that you were going to start coming down with some of these?
It has. I know in the spring, you know, we didn't play up to par, and coming into the fall, we had a chip on our shoulder, and you know, I took that personal, that you know I was always a step slower to get to the ball. So I knew this year if we were going to be able to contend with other teams, you know, we need to create takeaways, and I feel like I am a key piece to that. So yeah.
I hope that you had your family there, especially Jabril.
It was a big surprise. Seeing him after the second quarter it just gave me another boost, and you know, it's a competition between me and Jabril, so I'm trying to chase that.
Christian, what did you think the momentum shifted when Cam came in? Did anything change that you thought, or was it just things just started breaking your way?
I mean, I know Cam. Cam knows me, so I knew it was going to be no drop off. You know, I know Cam works his tail off, you know, every single day throughout the week. You know, whether he's gonna, you know, play 0 snaps or, you know, get 50 snaps. So I mean, I just think it just came down to the preparation, just what we do every single week, what we do every single day. You know, me and Cam never lost that connection. We continue to build on that connection, even if he's the backup quarterback. So I mean, I think it just showed, you know, how hard we work, how hard Cam works, and all the time and effort that we put in to, you know, be able to have that next man up at any moment.
Can you back up? You didn't know Jabril's going to be here. Where'd you see him? Give me the details on.
I didn't actually. It was a funny story. Me and him were playing Call of Duty last night, and he was telling me, you know, he was going to go to a teammate's just like a little party, and I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, you can still watch me on TV, and just to know that he took a red-eye flight just to come see me, you know, just shows that he really cares, and you know, it was big for me to, you know, put on a show for him and my family.
Where'd you see him at specifically?
Well, he stayed in the stands with my family. He didn't want to be a distraction to the team. But yeah, I was able to spot him out, and so yeah, I was pretty excited about that.
Cam and then Christian, if you guys would can you walk us through that last touchdown, because Coach Entz said it was an on-field adjustment by you, Cam, and just.
I think the same thing I said before. I mean, I think it's just the trust and the connection that me and Cam have built in practice. You know, regardless of, you know, if he's getting the snaps. You know, I think I have 100%, you know, faith in Cam, and Cam has 100% faith in me. And you know, he just thought it was, you know, better for me to just you know, take it deep on that play, and you know, obviously, you know, I'm down for that at any time. So I mean, it was just a combination of, you know, like I said before, all of our hard work and, you know, effort that we put into, you know, just being able to do those things, be able to, you know, check in and out of things, and just be able to make plays.
Cam, this is the age of the transfer portal. We're seeing backups transfer mid-year, early year. What went into your thoughts on that when you see, like, the Northern Iowa QB leaving, other QBs leaving?
You know, I feel like it's so easy to just pack up and leave now when you don't get what you want. But I've always been taught since I was a young kid that you're going to stick it out, and if you don't get what you want, then you got to work harder than the person who has it. So yeah.
Cam, did you get any flashbacks to Illinois State in the spring?
Actually, to build off of your question, so that play call, like when we were out there, he was supposed to run an out, and I saw the corner was playing it the exact same as Illinois State when I threw my first career pass, and he was pressed up, and Christian ran it, and I threw a back shoulder. So I was thinking to do the exact same thing when I was out there, because there was no safety over top, and I wasn't worried about that. So yeah, it was crazy.
How much confidence, Cam, do you have, though, with Christian out there? I mean, those good throws, but the catches were unbelievable he made in those.
Yeah, well, he's the best receiver in the FCS, and there's no way around that. So to have him out there makes me feel confident. So.
Maybe validation walking off the field after a game like that, where, you know what, I chose to stick it out and it paid off, even if this isn't a permanent move going forward.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And after last year's game against Sam Houston, I just felt like I had a lot to prove to people. I felt like a lot of people were counting me out, and I'm not worried about what anybody else says or thinks about me. But I just felt like I needed to show Bison Nation what I'm all about.
Christian, the pump and go on second 24. Where does that catch rank for you?
I was talking to Zach just now. I've been waiting. I've been, trying so hard to, be able to go up top. So obviously I'm a taller, bigger body. But obviously, most of the time I'm just a, deep threat, being able to just beat guys deep. So, be able to, kind of go up top on somebody like that. I love that. That's probably my number one right now, honestly. Even though, it's not a touchdown or whatever. Just, be able to use my body, use my, my God-given talent and my God-given abilities to, make a play like that. That's number one for me.
Are you a Randy Moss fan? Because that was Twitter had to do with Randy Moss stuff there. So
I think if you play football and you're a receiver and Randy Moss isn't one of your top 2, top 3, then you're not doing it right.
Are you and Braswell having some nice conversations out there?
It's just part of the game. Definitely, but it's just part of the game. There's always going to be back and forth.
A little sweeter than that you caught the touchdown catch over him.
It does definitely. I definitely think as the whole entire offense compared to their defense, we heard a little bit less from them on that last drive. But that's our goal every single week, just to don't give them any hope. I think that in that last drive was the epitome of finishing.
That one seemed to get a little bit chippy, a lot of flags. How do you guys kind of just stay composed and not freak out when they're stepping off 10, 15-yard penalties on you?
Well, Coach, he always reiterates to, celebrate with the team, celebrate with your teammates, because you're not the only one out there. So I know that we have to remind most of our guys, especially young guys, that, when you make a big play, you weren't the one that was just out there. You have 10 other guys, so celebrate with your team. And, Coach Braun's always bringing the defense up together, always telling us, these are big parts of the game. And it could change, good or bad. So we always try to stay positive.
How difficult is it to defend Jason Shelley? Because he was moving around out there, and you had a play never ends with him back there running around.
No, it doesn't. We knew coming into this game that, he was a really athletic quarterback, and he was going to make plays with his feet or, with his arm. We just had to, stick to what we know, playing hard, playing fast, and playing together. I know that if we were going to miss a tackle, we would have 10 other guys there to help us out.
Talk a little bit about your defensive line and the job it did tonight. It was getting after him quite a bit in the second half.
They did. They helped us out a lot. I know our back seven, we were doing a lot of zone this week. So they were going to be able to hit holes and spots between, where we weren't covering. So it was key for them to hit home this week, and I felt like they did a great job.
Cam, was it made Phoenix more involved today?
It was good. I've been talking to Phoenix a lot lately about just trying to get him more involved, and I've been talking to Q too about just finding the open guy. And I feel like we've had a lot of open guys, and it was really nice to see Phoenix get the ball. He's a really big playmaker for our offense.